the monster. Oof. That's a bad guy he beat too. Broke him down. Ooh.
Culminating with Moses' performance against a guy who's never ever been stopped. Tough guy. Caught him with a good shot as well. Caught him on the whiskers. And he was very, when you look, he's just turned 21 and you look at his composure, his professionalism, and how he went about his job. It just broke him down. And the shots he stopped him with at the end, they were just phenomenal.
Did you expect the fight to go like that?
I did. But, yeah, it was good. Good test up until that point.
He's F ***ing scary ***. That's not a fan talking? That's Mike Tyson. At just 21 years old, Moses Itauma just did something no one else could. He stopped a man who had never been stopped before. And now, the entire heavyweight division is on notice. From the opening bell, this wasn't a fight. It was a calculated dismantling.
Moses Itauma knocks out the 989 assassin, Jermaine Franklin, in round 5. It was brutal. It was hard. He even gave him a little slip punch after the knockout.
Jermaine Franklin, known for his durability, known for going the distance with elite fighters, was broken down piece by piece. And then came the moment. A single punch changed everything. But what shocked fans even more was who reacted next. Mike Tyson didn't hesitate when a man like Tyson, a symbol of fear in boxing, calls you scary? That's not hype. That's a warning. After the fight, Jermaine Franklin broke his silence.
I feel like I got a little bit away from the coach's game plan. I got caught with a punch. I got dropped. I feel like I could have got up, but they stopped the fight.
Where do you feel you go from here?
I mean, the sky's the limit. I've never been a quitter, so just back to the drawing board. Got to change some shit up.
He admitted he abandoned the game plan. Against a fighter like Itauma, one mistake is all it takes. The boxing world reacted instantly. Fabio Wardley called it a perfect performance. Daniel Dubois?
Moses Itauma with a destructive knockout. What did you make of it?
Yeah, look, fantastic performance. Fantastic performance. Won every round, beat them apart, up, down, mixed it up. Body, head, just showed everything we knew, but with a little bit more on top as well. And then obviously got the clean finish. Single punch knockout finish. No one else has been able to do that to Jermaine Franklin.
Did you expect the fight to go like that?
Yeah, to be honest, I predicted round 6.
Yeah.
I said 6-7 is what I said, because I knew Franklin was a tough man. You're gonna have to wear him a bit and break him down and wear him through and do a bit more with him. So, yeah, it went pretty much how I had it.
And what do you make of Moses' general performance? You know, he got tagged a couple times. What did you make of it?
Yeah, look, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. You're not going to swim without getting wet, and that comes with stepping up the levels, and that's what tonight was about. It was about stepping up to a higher level, showing if he can compete and he more.
Calm, but cautious. Translation? He sees the threat, but he's not backing down. Promoter Frank Warren didn't hold back. He believes Itauma could fight for a world title by 2026. But boxing isn't just about talent. It's politics, timing, and survival.
Where do you think Moses Itauma ranks in the heavyweight division?
Look, he's up there with some of the best. He's ranked number 1 with the WBA and WBO for a reason. He is up there with the top boys.
Do you think that he could win a world title? You know, obviously, you've got one yourself. Do you think he can win one within 2026?
Look, yes, but boxing's a funny game. It's political. There's landscapes. There's certain ways you have to maneuver to get there to a world title shot. But yeah, look, if the opportunity was put in front of him to fight for a world title, then yeah, I definitely think he would.
Aside from yourself, do you think there's anyone in the heavyweight division that can beat Moses?
Sorry?
Aside from yourself, do you think there's anyone who you think can beat Moses?
I think the only real question mark lies around Alexander Usyk. That's one to be seen, one we don't know. But aside from that, again, along the ride, I think if he gets the right growth, the right type of fights, right building.
What makes him different isn't just power, it's obsession. At minus 15 degrees, while others rest, he runs. Even legends are watching. Usyk calls him a future star. Amir Khan says he's fearless.
Another week, another sold-out Queensbury show, another Moses Itauma knockout. This is just Queensbury, right?
It is. I mean, you know, this roller coaster we're on, it's not gone up. We're flying at the moment, and It was just a fabulous night. Great concept, the Magnificent Seven. Great fights all the way through, culminating with Moses' performance against a guy who's never ever been.
But Teddy Atlas gives a warning because power alone doesn't make champions. Can he do this against elite fighters? Names like Dillian Whyte, Filip Hrgovic, even Alexander Usyk. No arrogance, no hype, just focus. A 21-year-old knocking out elite heavyweights, being called scary by Mike Tyson. Is Moses Itauma the future of boxing?
Him in just a sec. I just want to speak about you for a moment and your mindset going into this fight, this campaign, since this fight was signed. You know that you've got a great fighter on your hands here, but at the same time, you've got to manage him, you've got to go through his career properly. And you put fighters like this and you think, he could give him a test, take him the distance, and he could make it a horrible, ugly fight. And maybe Moses doesn't, but you've got to put him through that. Leading up to this, how did you feel coming up towards fight night, confidence-wise, that Moses wouldn't just win but shine?
I've got a lot of belief in him, and I believe that what we're good at is matchmaking. We're good bringing youngsters through, young fighters in their career, and it was good matchmaking, and I felt that the speed that he's got, the punch power he's got, and he's got a good boxing brain, and I think people underestimate that, and he showed that tonight.